Şimdi bir de bir tane bu arada video izlemek istiyordum. Video şu abi. Birkaç yıldır konuşulan bir oyun var. Quinfall diye. MMO. Bu oyun Türkiye'den çıkan bir oyun. Dün Ezmungol da bir video izlemiş. Bana da birisi attı şunu izlesene yayına diye. Birisi bu oyun Quinfall hakkında deep dive yapmış. Deep dive derken hani Quinfall'u araştırmış. Bu oyun gerçek mi diye. Videoya bir bakalım. Videoya bir bakalım. Ben de şey yapmadım.
This game might not even exist.
Their company office is a Photoshop document. 50% more experience. They're officially partnered with an R&T website.
Oh no!
If that's not something, I can't make this up. Hey guys, it's me again, Nuyon. A lot happens
Çok kötü başladık.
since the last video, and I also dig a lot into Quinfall. So there's a couple of small topics I want to talk about, and we're gonna start with the shit show that is the Discord. So in the Quinfall Discord, we have basically 4 camps. Camp 1 being people defending the game no matter what. Camp 2 being people shitting on the game no matter what. Camp 3 being neutral, seeing what's gonna happen and being critical of the game, kind of like what I did. And Camp 4, of course, shitting on Asmongold, because why not? Also, the devs have been talking a lot instead of showing, and it's a back and forth of the devs trying to justify by words instead of showing stuff, and the community roasting them by telling them, yo, you're only telling us things. You're not actually showing us. Like, if you claim that you can handle 10,000 people on your server, why don't you show it? So it's a constantly back and forth. I'm not gonna go too much deep into this. If you join the server, you can see a lot of messages, and it's basically a shit show. Alright, next topic. Of course, we found some more assets. That's the spicy stuff we were looking for, right?
Ben de onu gördüm.
Am I turning into the asset find guy? I hope not. We have one more little thing out of the trailers we found, and that is the city. They used the city in a couple scenes. I mean, that's fine. It's really not a big deal, though. It's this pack here. But that's besides the point. Well, it's fun dunking on the game a little bit for the assets they bought. That's not really what it's about, right?
As I said before,
you can use assets. It's fine. It's if you only have assets. It kind of shows that maybe you don't really care too much about, or you just want to throw together something quick to then make it look good and then sell it. Now, if you go on the official website and you scroll down, and I call these wallpapers for some reason. I don't know why you would do that, but I looked through them, and there's something we noticed. So if you remember in the last video, there was this one part about this little ruin, and even Asmongold pointed it out.
Burası şey Elden Ring. Değil mi?
Little notches. See that?
Nice job, team.
Man.
And I found that there's 2 of those. I don't know if they know that they just re-uploaded
Bir tane
the same
burada var, bir tane burada var. İki resmi değiştirmişler. Işık değişmiş.
image, just
Şimdi
one
fark
time it's
ettim.
tinted to blue.
Oh no.
But that's what it is. So we know where 2 of them are from. So I'm like, okay, what do these images really show? Do they show features of the game, the combat, the amount of people, the MMO aspect, etc.? No, they don't. What they do show is just places in the
Bu
game.
arada evet. Şu iki resim de aynı resim. Kamera açısı değişmiş sadece. Kamerayı zaten fovunu değiştirmiş. Bu ikisi de aynı. Burada sadece daha geriye gitmiş. Fovu genişletmiş.
No, they don't. What they do show is just places in the game. And as we know, most of these places are bought assets. So yeah, I digged in again and I found like around half of them. But I didn't want to continue more because, man, it's a pain to really find, looking through every store, looking through like small landmarks and comparing them. It's an annoying process. But For example, all the red screenshot here, the little cave
Abi ben destekliyorum Quinfall'u. Yabancıların day before'u varsa bizim de Quinfall'umuz var. Hadi bakayım köstek olmayın. Yazıklar olsun chat. Yuh.
and these two dungeons. If you click them, what's easy to see here is these double skull pillars. On the other one, you can also see, the double skull pillars everywhere. So yeah, we found it. Of course, it's here.
Hadi bakalım.
Also, if you more into the video of that cave, I actually found this thing here. You can tell by the triple plank, right? It's basically this part. They just made it more red and orange. So I'm like, okay, what is the point of this? Get to know the unique world of Quinfall created with Unity with images. Okay, whatever. The texting is always a little weird. What they effectively do, they buy the asset, slap it into the engine, make a screenshot, color correct it. So what's the point of that? You're not showing your game, you're not showing something you created, something you're proud of. You literally buy an asset that is, by the way, from 2015, paste it in, and now say, oh look, our world is so beautiful. This is the exact problem I have with this game. Why show this? There's no benefit for you showing this. Yes, you want to show the world, whatever, but like there's nothing you created here. It's baffling. It's baffling to me.
Tabii canım
Also
oğlum
this,
aset olması bence bir problem değil de
this,
sıkıntı
Arabic
aset olması değil. Sadece aset olması. Başka hiçbir şey yok.
stuff here. This is this pack. Every little
Hadi
pack has
bakalım.
its unique style to it. And if you just buy a bunch, they don't fit together at all. So let me show you two that I noticed that don't fit together at all. It's specifically this one. This one looks really high quality, right? It says actually really nice. As you can see here, the good lighting,
Bu
the
da
textures
PlayStation
and
3
everything.
grafikleri bu arada bu da.
Looks more like Unreal Engine and Unity. But then you have this part here, and this looks like low poly,
Skyrim.
weird lighting. It does not fit. This looks like a completely different game. This looks like on the level of Skyrim, but even worse. While this one looks more like a, ingrained modern AAA game. So this is a big problem. The last one we found was this specific one here. This is just a Viking pack. I think there's nothing else than just, again, they throw the asset out and that's it. And if you want to compare it, you can see the sail at the top. It's like blue-orange. There's a little gap in between.
Benim asıl merak ettiğim aset değil bu arada. Asetlere para verdiler mi kısmı. Ben asıl onu merak ediyorum. Yani benim merak ettiğim kısım o kısım.
Yeah.
Yunanistan oyunu.
Ne?
Çok iyi bir Yunan oyunu. İnanılmaz.
Konusu ne?
Quinfall 2. Tabii.
It's basically just from the other side behind that boat taken that screenshot. I just want to show you how easy it is to do this. Alright, we're in a Unity asset store. We're gonna just type in something you want to see. Or maybe a dungeon. Sure. And then we're gonna go for, like, you can see these are good, but they cost money. So we're gonna go free asset. They're gonna be a little bit worse, but that's fine. Sort by rating. Decrepit Dungeon Light. Alright, perfect. Small little dungeon. Perfect. We're gonna click add to our assets. We accept the terms. We're going back. Okay, now we're in Unity. This is a project I actually used myself. So we're gonna go window, package manager, and we're gonna summon dungeon.
Yapma.
Alright, it should pop up because we added it to our assets. Now this should load it in. Yep. Decrepit Dungeon. We're gonna download this. There you go. Import. As you can see, all the content is already here. I'm gonna click import again. So as you can see, all the PNGs, all the materials, and the models are getting added. All the prefabs too. Literally, I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting here. Here, Decrepit Dungeon. And that's the thing. Look, we're gonna use the example because I'm pretty sure that's what Quinfall does. These are often like made to be like, see, as you can see, for example, there's like prefabs and stuff for doors. But there's often like an example we don't have to do shit. All right, so we're gonna go in here. we're gonna make the screenshot like this. All right, we're gonna just pop out the scene window real quick. Oops. See, we didn't do any work within the game engine at all. As you can see, it's animated and everything. So we're gonna put the scene window up here. And we're gonna screenshot the whole thing.
Abi sol üstte şeyi bıraktı.
Opening Photoshop. As you can see, I didn't touch anything within the game engine. The only thing you need to have is half the game engine installed. That's about it. Anything else is like whatever. Alright, we paste our screenshot in.
Heh tamam
We're gonna
bitti.
adjust it
Sıkıntı yok.
the way you want it to look. Make sure
Yok
that
yok kapa
none
kapa.
of these,
Sola,
like, funny
solda şey
things
gözüküyor.
in there.
Aynen heh oh.
There we go. Something like
Aynen.
that. And there, for some reason, did color correction, so we're just gonna do that too. Let's say I want to do it more red or more green. Let's just do it more like orangey red. Maybe a little bit more like that.
Bu arada harbiden bu herif de boş
Then-
yapıyor. Çok biliyorsa yapsın lan
There you
oyunu.
go. We can
Hadi
also
bakalım.
just adjust a little bit the brightness. Put the contrast, like so to see a little bit better. And then maybe we can do a little bit of a vibrance thing here. And saturation. And there you go.
Sus sus. Sus.
We're just gonna
Ne
export
diyorsun?
this
Sus.
as a PNG, just to rub it in even more. We're actually gonna replace it on the website locally. So we're just gonna go to Imgur. It's the website I can upload it real quick. Upload my dungeon image. Open in a new page. There we go. Now you have a link to our dungeon. And we go to Quinfall page. We inspect element. We took maybe this one, but since we already know it's doubled here, we go in here.
Yok,
Senin dolapta iki
As you can
tane
see, the
neden
image
çok
source is right here.
varmış. Kullanırım.
So the only thing we have to do is go on there, replace it, and there we go. That's our dungeon. Now we officially also that I think we probably need to replace it as well here. Nope, that's it. There we go. We just successfully did the work
Evet.
that they did, and actually we
Ulan-
improved it
Bu arada çok da güzel gözüküyor ya. Çaktırmıyor.
because they had uploaded the same
Allah
image twice.
kahretsin.
So do you notice that this is different? I don't. It looks perfect. So I click it. There you go. And then you know that's how easy it is. Yes, you need like some imaging editing software, whatever. But does
Enes
this look
Şimşek
out of
çok
place?
38 için canım
For this
sıkıldı.
website?
En iyi ambulans hoş
No.
geldin.
So there you go. We got that out of the way. Let's talk about some weird anomalies we found. So one thing is on Reddit that I'm not gonna go too much into because it's kind of dry. But if you want to, there's a lot of things
Oh,
up
bu
here.
ne?
The main thing I want to talk about real quick is this. So they actually used a stock photo and photoshopped their company name on it and put it on the website. The funny thing is they removed that, and I was actually recording while researching for this video. So it looked like this. Who are we? What is Quinfall?
Ben hatırlıyorum bunu.
And,
Ben de bakmıştım.
and then I refreshed the page after Viceroy was like, yo, they removed it. I'm like, no way they actually removed it. I clicked that. There it is. That's how it looks right now too. So yeah, that's one of the weird anomalies. So are they like scared about it? What is really happening? I don't really know. Another thing that's maybe worthy to look at is this post here. Basically them almost one-to-one copying Black Desert Online's UI for the HP, mana, and energy. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, it is what it is. Another anomaly I found was on Twitter. They posted some really weird posts, like extremely weird. They posted about their classes. If you look at this, the texting makes no sense. I'm not gonna read everything, but I'm just gonna highlight one
Abi
sentence.
çünkü text çok büyük ihtimalle Türkçeden AI ile İngilizce çevrilme.
Yeah. These warriors use their axes to inflict wounds and bleeding effects on their enemies. Blood masters bleed their enemies, weakening them over time and causing them
Türkçe
to
abi
bleed to
bu.
death.
Türkçe var bak işte anlam yok oluyor. Türkçe okuyunca bak çevir mantıklı oluyor. Ya bak Bloodmaster subclass, Double X subclass'ı bu savaşçılar hasar vermek ve kanatmak için düşmanları kanatmak için kanatıyorlar. Bloodmaster'lar düşmanlarını kanatıp hasar verip zamanla onları öldürecek. Türkçe olunca mantıklı oluyor.
what? Like, and then at the bottom it says again that class include two different subclasses.
Yok oğlum,
Blood
Türkçesini
Masters
ben
inflict
kötü
wounds
yaptım.
and
Dümdüz
bleeding
söyledin ama
effect on their
Türkçe
enemy.
yazılmış.
So
Türkçeden
you said that
çevirince
like
gidiyor.
4 times within 2 sentences. There's another thing we have to look at, and that is the wiki of the game. They added a small wiki somewhat recently, and it has some weird things. For example, they on accident leaked the size of the game. We don't know when the screenshot was made and what version and whatever, but 34 gigabytes, I don't know, take that with a grain of salt. Now we're gonna get to the super spicy stuff. All right, you getting ready for? Oof, you'll see. We're gonna start with what was the previous game, because I was really interested in how did they handle the previous game and do we see a repeated pattern for the new game? And I can tell you one thing: it seems like we're going into the exact same path after all. So the previous game was called Kayra Online. It was Turkish only. It was in beta access. It never released. And one big thing, it had a cash store. A cash store for a beta game. I'm like, that is really weird. Right? I was very confused about that. I looked everywhere to find this cash store, how much it was and how bad it was. And before I found it, I found a post about it. This is an official post from the devs about Kayra Online. Kayra Online will be a free game. We will not allow the products in the store to affect the strength of the character.
Ulan donanım haber de ünlü oldu.
This is the point we are most meticulous about. There will be no pay-to-win product sales, and unnecessary interventions will be made to ensure the in-game economy is properly maintained. Keep in mind, this is all in Turkish, auto-translated. The products in the store generally consist of products that will not
Tabii ki de oğlum, Night klonu Kyra Online'da.
increase the appearance of the character, whatever that means, or the power against other players. Okay? How pay-to-win is this? I needed to find out really badly. And I found it. There's one YouTuber who actually talked about the pay-to-win aspect and opened it, and I put it through the mobile translate app, and there's bronze, silver, and gold packages, and they're just as bad as you think, and the gold package gives you up to 50% more experience. And clan
Graphic
money.
design is my passion.
And the fees are lower, and bag expansions, and warehouse expansions, etc., etc. Everything you can think of. I could not figure out how much these prices are. There's like
Allah Allah, evet, bu arada ben de anlamadım. Oyun niye Türkçe aslında? Türkçe'ye destek çok arttı ya. Her oyun artık Türkçe oluyor. Vay be. Helal olsun. Yunanlılara bak.
As always, secondary currency that everybody hates. I could not for the life of me figure it out. But here comes the super spicy thing. Look at what it says in the top right.
Bak bak bak bak.
Arena something. That is the old company name. That's
Bak
fine.
bak
But the
bak
thing
bak.
next to it,
Size de bak bak.
BuyNoGame.com, a website. And I was like, what could that website be? I open it up. It still exists. It's a reselling and RMT site. So they officially partnered, or were partnered on the old game
Çok iyi.
with an RMT website. And yes, they also send Lost Ark gold. So this is a reason why Lost Ark is so shit. Do you really want to support an MMO? That is the reason. Supporting or getting paid by a
çok iyi.
company that is actively ruin other MMOs? Take that as you will.
Çok
And I
iyi
also
ya.
found a Facebook post. Them being an officially partnered, more or less. Saying, hey, you can buy Kayra Online stuff on Buy Now Game. So I don't... First of all, that is really bad and a really bad outlook. The other thing is, why are you selling gold on a third-party site when you can just buy it in the game shop? As a developer with an MMO, why would ever work together with an RMT website? RMT websites destroy MMOs. They don't help them out. But I don't know what they're all about. Also, every Turkish streamer I can find playing these really shitty MMOs, they were all sponsored by Buy Now Game. In fact, Buy Now... game has 64,000 partnered streamers. If you really want to know how good this company is,
Şu anda çok mutluyum çünkü bir kere bile logosunu yayında göstermedim. Hiç sıkıntı yok. Tertemizim. Oh. Hiç sıkıntı yok.
here's an image with, I believe it's the CEO, posing in front of a buy no game credit card. And this is the kind of level this company is. If that's not something,
çok
I
iyi.
can't make this up. I cannot make this up. If this is not something, then
Arkadaşlar
also
link var yani.
conveniently enough,
Linki zaten
exclude
olmaması
themselves
mümkün
from
değil.
the Wayback Machine.
Şeyde bile
In
vardı.
case that-
Neydi bu? Bir ara şey sesi vardı. D ile başlayan bir siteydi galiba. Durma Play. Durma Play'de ben açmamıştım. Benim yine bağış sitesi açan vardı. Ki buradakini ben açtım. Binary ben açtım. Ben ne zaman bağış istedim? Yani istemiyorum abi. Gerek yok.
Ever got into drama?
O
There's
yüzden
nothing
kullanmadım.
like to look at, which I also found very suspicious. Okay, so how does this link back to Quinfall? Besides it just being the
Of,
same
çok
people,
iyi.
being almost the same like lifespan of the game, what happens? Well, there's one thing is first, they said all the betas were free. That got changed. Now it says the first beta will be free, but that's the one under NDA. Every other
AI ne alaka?
beta will be paid, but we don't know anything about the game now at that point because it was under NDA. So it's basically know nothing, pay for beta. So this is a good old money grabber. This is definitely something that grabs money and lets people want to get in from their, in my opinion, fake trailers. Also gave us one more critical information. It showed the menu. Which button do you think this MMO has? That every MMO has. A big, shiny button normally. It's not as shiny in this one, but you know exactly what is coming. It says store. So yeah, get ready for paid beta with a cash shop, because they pulled this before. I will speculate that they will do it again. Maybe they will pull back after this video, or if Asma reacted to it, or something like that.
Bu arada
So anyway, thanks guys for the
Şöyle bir
huge
şey
amount
var.
support.
şunu da söyleyeyim. Quinfall gösterdikleri gibi bir oyun çıkarırsa hiç kimsenin sikinde de olmaz, pay to win olmasa manyak da oynanır. Şimdi bu kadar taşak geçtik, bilmem ne yaptık, güldük filan ama harbiden dedikleri gibi bir oyun çıkarırsa kimsenin Türkiye'de filan sikinde olmaz. Hani Türkiye'de de yurt dışında çok sikinde olmaz. Hayvan gibi de oynanır. Çıkar mı sorusu soru işareti veya gösterdikleri oyun çıkar mı sorusu var. Kader. Kader. Yerli milli. Yerli milli. The Day After herhalde bu. Of çok iyi. Çok iyi. Bütün olay çok iyi ama yani. Gerçekten patladım bütün olayda. Oh. Bir önceki videosunda mı varmış? Bu neymiş? Bir saniye tuvaletik geliyorum. Ya teknik açıdan gösterdikleri şeyi çıkarırlar da MMO olduğunda falsoyu veriyorsun. Geliyorumdur. Başlattım videoyu.
Wait a second, I recognize that. Wasn't this called Crypto Fix Pack 4? Well, let me check. Somewhere, I think it should be here. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh no. How far does this go? Little disclaimer. I am not against using
Bir dakika bir şey söyleyeceğim. Bu arada Microsoft Developer Direct açıkladı. 18 Ocak'ta Microsoft'un Xbox'ın kendi Developer Direct'i olacak. Ve bunda Evolved'u, Ninja Theory'nin Hellblade'ini, ara oyununu ve Indiana Jones'u göreceğiz. 4 tane yeni çıkacak Xbox oyunun görüntülerini gösterecekler. Indiana Jones'tan 10 dakikalık gameplay'de olacakmış.
bought assets from stores. They're a good way to get something together quickly. But if your entire game is made out of it, oof, there are some problems I have with it. So there's some things I want to show and talk about here real quick. What asset got used? Why did they got used? And what does that mean for the game? Because some of them have some implications. Also, because it's fun, I'm gonna make an estimated cost for the trailer. Alright, so we got the basic attacks here. And we start off with the slam, which is clearly realistic effects pack 4 from crypto. Also, I'm gonna analyze all enemies and player models too. So the first enemy here comes from this pack. $50. Let's go. This archer effect. Yeah, so this is the main thing, the main problem I have. If you have a game for years in development, using prefabs and using bought assets, it's not a big deal.
Evet,
But
bence de katılıyorum.
if you have an MMO that is supposed to be your thing, you're trying to show off what's unique about your own game.
Abi asetlerin kaç dolar
How
olduğunu mu
the fuck
hesaplayacak?
do you show off something that someone else made? Using parts of these assets for your own attacks is not a big deal. But just using them one-to-one, basically you use their whole idea, the whole concept. You didn't think of your own archer attacks. How should the archer play? What's the gameplay revolve around? You just go ahead and take ideas from someone else. That is not showing what your game is. It's just showing you placeholders. Unless
Miskay. Senin aset store'a baksana bir. Satın alım olmuş mu?
there's no game. But that's
Senin
where the
UI'da
discussion
Cukka'ya
effect on
gitmezsin.
this weapon itself.
Bixi bile çok 3 yıldır abone olmuş. Canımsın. En iyi haber yapsam hoş geldin.
Well, now next up is the scorpion scene. We got the same slam down again.
Abi kötü duran bir şey. Bu arada bence kötü durmuyor. Çok güzel duruyor. Ki asetler de kullanılır. Ben hala aset kullanımının sıkıntı olduğunu düşünmüyorum. Yani burada bu tür videolardaki adam da kendi de söylüyor da milletin anlamadığı şey, aset kullanımı kötü bir şey değil. Yani özellikle 100 tane de alınır. 1000 tane de alınır bu arada. Hani PUBG ilk çıktığında aset 5'ti bu arada. Dümdüz bütün map asetti. Ya bunlarda sıkıntı yok. Zaten kullanılmayacaksın. Niye satılsın? Asetleri genellikle gameplay'i uğraşırken, cartı curtu uğraşırken bazı şeylere bütçen olmadığı için veya öyle büyük bir takım değilsen kolaylaştırmak için yaparsın. Ama bütün her şey aset yapıp birleştirirsen o genellikle oyun olmuyor.
Here's the scorpion itself. Also on Sketchfab, same guy.
Ki zaten hiçbir
who
zaman
made the
olmuyor
previous
yani.
mob. Here's the ice effect from this mage. It's just this sped up that the ice instantly crumbles.
Bu arada şu şeyden de ne
Here's the
şey yapmışlar
dragon attack.
ya.
Also one of the things I noticed
Aynen vizyon lazım
originally
işte.
and that got me around to make this video. I've seen this prefab used many times before.
Doğru 42 dolara ne kadar iyi pekmiş
And then also
ya.
gone around,
VFX olarak.
well, same guy also made a dragon. Here I synchronized the def animations.
Ben 3D Inventor'ın artist'ın biz bile Epic'in asset library'sini kullanıyoruz. Kullanacaksın oğlum. Epic zaten Unity'yi de kullanırsın. Unity şey almamış mıydı? Pardon, Unreal'da o. Quixel miydi? Bu 8K, 16K, 24K şeyi olan high resolution realistic zımbırtı firmasını.
Then I was
Yani
like,
onu sen Unreal yok Unreal da hani ya onu sen kendin yapamazsın. Siksen yapamazsın yani.
stuff looks very much like this one. Turns out it is. They actually removed the animation to make it less interesting. Weirdly enough. Here's some basic attack on this guy. I'm pretty sure this is this attack. Also from crypto. It was fine, it's nothing special. And then fighting this guy was a little bit harder because
Da işte bu MMO olunca bir
the
anda
resolution of this video is not that
yani
crazy. But yeah, I found him here. And that's the dude. One of the boys again.
adamlar da harbiden bir tane pek alıp sonuna kadar kullanmış. Helal olsun. Alıp kısmında yıldız var bu arada.
Well, this cave, I couldn't really find the cave.
Opsiyonel
outside
olabilir
it.
o.
Who knows? But yeah, the same guy, different pack. Yep, also one of the same guys, same pack that we saw before.
Aset pek
also used
cracklenebiliyor
from
mu?
the pack
Cracklenmesine gerek yok ki. Bunların
Here comes the
hepsi
big one. Oh, big
dosya.
boss fight. I wonder how much.
yani sen zaten Unity'de indirdiğinde direkt
I mean,
dosyayı
how much
indirip
is
arkadaşına
bought here?
atabiliyorsun.
So the Archer effect, which is just
App datanın içinde saklıyor.
Crypto's Archer pack again. Oh, there we go. We got Tentara Snake, and our boss fight is just $40, one asset, slap it down. So about this thing, this was really hard to find, but there's a guy called Kuki who is Chinese, who makes effects videos and he sells courses for VFX. So I saw this clip inside of one of his videos, so it is an asset that exists. I have no clue where it's from and
Oha
what it's
nereleri? Abi gerçekten internette kazmışlar. Helal olsun.
called, but it's very obscure, but I found it. And there again, boss fight, and that just
Yani
using
o
That's
aset,
affecting
bu
him.
aseti nereden bulmuş bilmiyorum ama yani adam bu aseti trailer'da kullandıkları şu ablamı,
VFX. So I
Pardon,
saw
bu
this
değil.
clip. Asset that exists.
şunu, bu ablamı Çinli bir abimin Unreal Engine VFX evet Unreal VFX tutorial'ında bulunmuş. Ama yani orijinallerden bilmiyoruz.
Asset that exists.
Yani internette
I have no
kazmışlar
clue where
gerçekten.
it's
Helal
from
olsun.
and what it's called, but it's very obscure, but I found it. And there again, boss fight, and that just using this effect again.
Ulan ne güzel asetler bulmuşlar. Şimdi bak hakkını vereyim, çok güzel asetler
the
bulmuşlar
boss
ha.
itself, of course, the little flying golem thing. Of course, also here, this scene, I was just lucky to find that, but
okay.
it's all pack on some ruins, just used kind of one by one. This is kind of something I found from Reddit and made me originally think about the game. And that is this whole city is just a $200 pack. So there's nothing in the city that is unique. They just slapped assets on the floor and said, yo, that's my level. There you go. And that's the original motivation that got me to make this video.
Flex çok çabuk abonelik ekleyecek. Kit 5, Kit 5'in üst seviyesi bu. Aset 5.
So here comes now the city as charts. A lot of things you can find here. I've not found a lot of the environments around, but a lot of the character models. So here's an example from the developers from one of the packs. And that's this guy. She's just the same dress.
Ya bunda yanlış bir şey yok. Tabii ki de
It's
yok.
just
Ben
pretty fast
tekrardan
stuff
söylüyorum. Çünkü bu konuda hep yanlış yapılıyor. Aset kullanmak kötü bir şey değil arkadaşlar. Kullanın. Aset kullandığı için size laf çakan herif bir sik bilmiyordur. Aset kullanın. Aset kullanmakta bir sıkıntı yok. Sıkıntı şu. Sadece aset varsa bir problem var. Yo, alıp direkt de koyabilirsiniz. Ama sadece aset olmasın oyun. Hani asetten başka bir şey de olsun oyunda. Hani oyunun kendisi olsun. Yok, 5 dakikada bir aynı şeyi söylüyorum çünkü genellikle abi Türk yani mantalitesinde şey var. Aset olmamalı, sıfırdan yapmalıyız, her şeyi mükemmel yapmalıyız, kendim yapmalıyım. Yapamazsın. İstesen de yapamazsın. Ya gerçekten istesen de yapamazsın. Öyle bir zamanın yok, imkanın yok, yeteneğin de yok. Kimsenin yok. Yani böyle bir seviyede oyun için özellikle. Yok. Yani tek başına imkansız, takımla da yani çok büyük takımlar olması lazım. Ya o yüzden hani aset kötü bir şey değil ama olmayan oyunu aset de varmış gibi göstermek kötü.
These have been used throughout the video multiple times later on. And this area, this was random. I just looked through assets and I just found that everything lines up completely perfectly in this one. It's called like Merlin's Cave or something. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and there's the train. It's like 13 bucks train, there you go. Funny enough, this whole ship is also an asset they just bought, but it was supposed to be a level, an entire level, not just one boat. It's supposed to have like 4 or 5 stories of
Ustam, asıl yanlış yaptığın şey aldıklarını düşünmen.
like rooms inside there. That's just the Kraken, one popular asset on Sketchcraft, one of them, but just rotated upside down. It actually has little legs, but they just moved it upside down like this. It was fucking hilarious, to be honest.
Çok akıllıca.
Yeah,
Ulan
and there's a lot of
asetleri de
other
çok güzel kullanmışlar bu arada ya. Yani bu arada bence asetleri de güzel toplamışlar.
assets I have not found, like the Snake Man, a lot of the environment stuff, but to the point where I found basically every enemy used, most character models, almost all effects of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like way more that is just bought asset slapped together. They maybe did a little bit of something. Like, it's hard to tell if they actually did hitboxes and collisions and actually a fighting like a system, or if they just animated it and made everything look like it actually has a system. Some aka a fake game, right? They just keyframed the attacks, keyframed the knockbacks, stuff like that. We don't really know, and that's the thing. I just wanted to put this video out.
Yo, bu arada yani şey de yapmış olabilirler. Hani ben oyun kısmında yapabileceklerini de düşünüyorum, o kadar şey değil. Sıkıntı bunu MMO'ya aktarmak çok zor abi.
This game exists or not, it's up to the debate. But it cost them $1,696.90. Nice. Also, why would they take so much money? If they're able to put out pre-orders, and let's say
pre-order mı?
Ooh, it's $100, like $100 to
Ha yok,
play
bu
the game
Lost,
early, etc.
Lost
Like
Ark.
a lot of other MMOs do. They only need 17 gullible people. 17 to recoup the cost. I'm sure the trailers are a little bit more because I couldn't find all the assets. But think about it. They need roughly 20 people to fall for this and just buy the game. So please, do not pre-order this game or buy it unless we 100% know it exists.
Ya şu bile sas. Yani bu o kadar sas ki. Alabiliyor musun oyunu? Ha, download game Steam'e atıyor seni. Aha, beta launch 30'unda. 30'unda betamız çıkıyor demişler. Oyuna bakabileceksiniz demişler. Beta key nasıl alabilirsiniz? Nasıl alabiliyoruz? Tamam, o mantıklı. Players holding beta key can see. Evet. Yani beta key sahip olan kişiler dümdüz girebilir demişler. Ama nasıl? Binary Games'e patlarım. Ortada ikiye ayrılırım bak. Sıfır şaka. Bu 1 Şubat oğlum. Bu ne? 1 Şubat'ta oğlum. Bu geçen sene. Bir şey gelmemiş daha. Önemli duyuru. Kendisine kendi Discord'larında seçtikleri e-posta hesaplarını alacaklarını söyler. Nereye göre seçecekler? Ha, kayıt olma şeyi mi var? Ben mi kaçırdım? Buradan register ettiğinde mi oluyor? Register'da ne istiyor? Baksana zaten Vcoin. Cep telefonumu niye istiyor? Benim datalar gitti. Neyse ya. Yani inşallah çıkar. Ben açıkçası her zaman bu tür şeylerde her ne kadar negatif konuşsam da her zaman göt olmayı dilerim. Kader diyelim ama. Kader diyelim. Hani bakalım. Bakalım, zaman gösterecek. Wukong çıkar ya. Wukong çıkacak bir oyun zaten. SMS'i verdikten sonra ne olur geri dön 100 free spin kazandınız. Binary Game'le alakalı ne? Ya Binary Game'le alakalı klasik. Binary Game zaten bu tür Night Online klonlarına, cartlarına, cırtlarına her zaman sponsor oluyor. Çünkü bunlardan hayvan gibi para döndürebiliyor. Bunların bir önceki oyunları da aynı şekilde Night Online veya o tarz oyun klonu. Yani ilişkileri var. Bir sonraki oyununda yine sponsor olmuşlar.